let us try to understand the idea that the knowledge of society is a reflection of class struggle through a story. Story: Education system of two villages. First village. Amarpur was a prosperous village. People here did farming, but a large part of the farming was occupied by some landlords. The landlords were rich and most of the resources of the village were under their control. The landlords built a school in the village so that the children could become cultured by studying. In the school, children were taught that landlords should be respected. Farming is a sacred work and the poor should be content with their poverty, considering it a blessing from God. It was taught that being rich is the result of hard work and poverty is the result of one's bad deeds. Here education made the children believe that this difference between the rich and the poor is natural and it is unfair to challenge it. Second village, Swarajpur also had farms and farmers. But here the farmers together formed a cooperative society. There was no landlord here, and everyone farmed equally. There was also a school here. In this school, children were taught. Every human being is equal. Hard work and labor should be respected. If someone is seen oppressing others, one should oppose it. In Swarajpur, children were taught equality and justice. The education here helped people understand that the difference between poverty and wealth is part of the system created by man. Sequence: When the two villages came face to face one day, the people of Amarpur and Swarajpur met at a fair. There a conversation took place between the children of both the villages. The children of Amarpur believed that the landlord was the wisest and it was everyone's duty to serve him. They told the children of Swarajpur, "Our landlord runs the village and we should respect him like God." The children of Swarajpur replied, "Every human being is equal. No one can be the master of anyone else. The hard-working farmers should be the real leaders." The children of Amarpur felt strange hearing this. They started thinking whether injustice is being done to them. Some elders of Amarpur who were listening to this conversation also started thinking. They realized that the knowledge they had learned since childhood was actually to protect the interests of the landlords. Summary of the story: The difference between the education system of Amarpur and Swarajpur shows how the knowledge of society is a reflection of class struggle. In Amarpur, the landlords used education to protect their interests. They taught the poor to accept their poverty. In Swarajpur, education based on equality and justice gave people the knowledge to understand class struggle and oppose exploitation. Analysis of Marxist perspective: Construction of knowledge and ideology. In Amarpur, the ruling class, landlords, created knowledge through education to maintain their dominance. This knowledge keeps the poor in false consciousness, so that they cannot recognize their exploitation. Birth of class struggle. When the children of Swarajpur told the children of Amarpur about equality, the people of Amarpur started questioning their status. This was the beginning of class struggle, where the exploited class starts becoming aware of their rights. Knowledge of society, reflection of the interest of the ruling class. Education in Amarpur was a reflection of the interests of the ruling class. This education ensured that people did not challenge the existing system. Real knowledge. Education in Swarajpur gave the exploited class real knowledge to understand their exploitation and stand up for their rights. Context of the story in the present times: Even today, education, media, religion and ideology are often used by the ruling class, such as big business or politicians, for their own benefit. Control of the media. The wealthy class uses the media to spread their views. Education. In many places, the focus of education is only on technical skills, so that people can contribute to production and not question their status. Religion and culture. religious and cultural ideologies are used to justify exploitation. Conclusion: the story teaches that the knowledge and ideology that prevails in society is a reflection of the economic basis of society and class struggle. Until the exploited class regains its knowledge and consciousness, the cycle of exploitation will continue. For real change in society, it is necessary to challenge the knowledge that maintains exploitation.
Bye.